No Jumper, the coolest podcast in the world, and we're here today with Bootymath and Alex Russell, breathing heavily, wearing pink, clear glasses, and to my left is Roseman. How's it going, guys?
What up?
You hear that? Someone has died around the corner.
Rest in peace.
They found us.
So,
Bye, Dad.
goodbye, Dad. Anyway, so I guess this is a podcast, and we're going to have to learn about you guys. We're going to have to figure out where the fuck you guys are coming from. Who should we start with, logically speaking? Is one of you significantly older or younger?
Who's more popping?
We're the same age.
Who's more popping? Honest opinion.
Zach.
Oh.
You're going to give it to him, and he's going to give it to you?
Yeah, we'll give it to each other.
Okay.
That's friendship.
All right, Alex, so you're close to the mic, so I'm going to hit you with it first. Where are you from exactly, and how did you come to be here today? Just tell me every single thing that compromised your journey to get here today. Coolest podcast in the world. This is how it goes.
Great. Good question.
Good questions.
I was born in Chicago.
Okay.
What part?
I was in Hyde Park.
Okay.
My parents were going to school there.
Did you say it was called Part?
Hyde Park.
Hyde Park.
I went to Oakland Park.
I grew up in Part, Chicago. P-A-R-T.
Oh, part. Okay.
Yeah, I was in a part of Chicago.
Look how amused he is.
I'm done with this podcast.
Alex is like 7 words in.
I gotta go.
Bootymath is dying.
Next question.
Next. Is that really like that's gonna be the first like 2 minutes of this?
That's it.
That was intense.
Now we're here.
And now we're here. I'm gonna have to cut that up a little bit.
No. We're leaving this.
You think that was good?
We're leaving all of this.
This is really good material.
Bootymath is firing on all cylinders right now. Low key.
So this is what happens when your guests smoke mad weed before it starts.
Everyone's sober.
Well,
No, actually,
2 beers each.
you were drinking all day.
Yeah,
You were drinking all day.
At a gay bar.
at a gay bar.
What gay bar?
Exposed.
Trunks.
Trunks. How'd you end up at a gay bar?
It's actually kind of funny. A nigga named Trunks came up to me and said, "Do you want to go to Trunks?"
Really? He told you that was his name?
I'm in LA. That's what happens.
Right. Who are you with? You two together, or you just split up at times? Sir?
We split up sometimes, but we still keep the sexual relationship
Popping.
Right. So you guys are dating?
popping.
We didn't go to the bar together, though.
Oh, okay. You met there. Just
The
casually.
dude actually looked exactly like Trunks from Dragon Ball Z.
You ever watch Dragon Ball Z?
Too old.
Same here.
You never seen it?
Never seen it.
Actually, I feel like it's more your generation than ours. Like, I feel like
Yeah, I don't know how long
How old are you?
survived.
we are 1990, late 1990.
Okay.
That's when you were born? 7 years younger than me, so,
So you're like-
25-ish.
26.
25.
25.
We're
so
25.
soon.
Yeah.
It's good.
No, man, I don't know anything about anime.
Damn.
I played Magic the Gathering.
Hey, if
in
you know about
elementary school.
anime, can you write something about it in the comments? I want to learn.
One fact.
Damn.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of bugs back here. Can you guys talk about how distasteful these bugs are right now?
Mostly around me, if you haven't noticed.
You think?
I love bugs. So I don't really trip about that. I don't even know what the fuck they're coming out of. Like,
No, that's
the
what we can't
equipment?
figure out. I've heard that there's trash on the other side of this door in the hotel, and that might be the source of it because nobody who works here could figure it out.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
How would you compare the bugs in Atlanta to the bugs in LA?
Oh, good question.
Bugs in Atlanta would fuck these bugs in the ass and shit in their eyes.
Right. How immaculate has this trip been? Because you said that it's pretty much been like the perfect trip.
Yeah, I
Very
deleted
interesting.
that once I hit traffic.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was when I was like, fuck this.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's been amazing.
Your first LA trip? Or?
Really? So what do you think? Like hearing about it all these years.
There is so much foo-foo shit here, but there's also
you.
so much creative real estate that there cannot be foo-foo shit in a lot of places.
What's some foo-foo shit that really stood out to you while you guys been here?
This nigga, this Armenian nigga in like a silver overcoat, like trench coat shit, offered me LSD and told me that he knew Father and I knew he didn't. And he was kind of a midget.
And he just rolled up on you randomly and knew who you were?
Yeah, I was at a bar. He just rolled up on like just.
But
That kind of stuff
didn't like
happens
that?
in Atlanta, too.
I'm sure the father
That
name
seems
dropping
nice of him
is
to do,
more
though.
consistent in Atlanta than here. No?
They don't give a fuck about him.
Really?
Everybody hates him there.
In Atlanta, really?
I hate him when I'm in Atlanta, and then we go somewhere else, and I'm like, oh, man, I love you.
Why? What kind of guy is he that you hate him?
No, he's fucking amazing, man.
Okay.
He's like my brother, but you know, like in Atlanta, it like they don't give a fuck who you are.
Well, he's just too like underground weirdo for like people to really accept him.
It's too fucking tight knit, and everybody got like their pinky in somebody else's asshole.
Okay.
Sometimes literally.
Really?
So you know, they just don't let shit breathe there.
Right. But Wrist was such a big hit. I feel like that would have kind of made it through to like some of the basic.
They've
people out
heard
there.
it.
They've heard it.
Actually,
They don't know who wrote it.
Nah, if you like are hanging out with him in Atlanta on this street called Edgewood, people will just come up to him and start saying wrist a bunch of times.
Really?
That's like the totality of his celebrity
Really? That's
Yeah.
interesting.
to this day.
Yeah. How'd you guys get involved with Father and Awful Records and all this stuff? Let's hear it.
To him or me?
Both of you.
We had different stories.
Who got in this first?
I have a terrible bladder. I have to piss.
He's got a pee already. We're about
You're gonna-
5 minutes in. That's pretty impressive.
Can you not pee right now? Sit down. Can you not pee right now? This happens all the time.
You guys are cool. It's like a gay couple that isn't gay, but like acts so gay that it's kind of like convincing.
They're good friends. They're close.
Right, real close.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
But
You guys-
honestly, his bladder is like.
So this is a real problem
Oh,
for him.
he can hear it.
Sounds like a
Yeah,
healthy
so
stream.
you could tell what his bladder is like by the
That was it?
decibel level.
Oh, he's-
yeah. He
oh.
has-
That was a short pee.
It's a short pee, and it happens several times a day.
It came out real strong but real short. That was interesting. He should
Yeah.
tweet that, like somehow, whatever that would be like.
I'll
like
sleep.
audio.
I'll sleep like 11 hours, not wake up once. Pee for like 5-6 minutes.
But you think he's nervous because being nervous makes you have
All right,
to
2
pee
minutes.
more. I don't know if he's nervous or not.
No, he's
Wow,
comfortable.
that's like Jack is off to pee.
He's comfortable.
Like George Costanza gets butt naked.
Welcome back.
How was that?
Every time we're gonna.
I want to
remove
just
an
know
article
he
of
did not.
clothing.
He did not wash his hands.
Hey, wouldn't that be awesome though if you guys were naked on this podcast? Like,
Fuck,
nobody would know. They wouldn't like really be able to tell unless they. Yeah.
bro. You have no idea I was finna show up here butt ass naked.
That would be so cool. Okay, the awful story. Let's hear it.
My side of it,
Well, who chronologically should go first?
he should because he was there in like 2012.
All right, brother. Let's hear it.
I don't know, man. That shit happened. Just I don't know. People think like shit happens super in this like formulaic way, but it just happened like a bunch of people squatting at a house, and then a bunch of people squatting at this other house, and like the city's so small that it's just like they have to end up meeting because they're all like the same.
Same types of like people. Who are,
Yeah. You know, everybody's got a different style, but everybody's the same type of motherfucker. Like just point blank period, and it just sort of melted that way into it. And I would say like around 2013 was when I like was heavily hanging out with everyone, and then 2014 was just like
2014 is when it started to blow up.
yeah.
When did it start to become called awful? Were you around for that?
A long time. That was a long held name between father and people that he was working with
Right.
at the time, and he just took it and translated it into music because it was originally just going to be media, which now is the point to bring back around. You know, like
Okay.
yeah, well,
To,
all
like,
right.
loop it around.
First, it was like, all right, this is awful media, and it was like, no, let's make it a record label. And it's like, no, wait, we can still.
Was it always obvious that Father was going to be like the rapper, and was he always the leader?
Absolutely
No.
not.
Really?
No.
Well, it used to be called Awfully Creative
Okay.
for a while.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean,
That wasn't his decision.
He was one of the last people to become a rapper. He
Right.
just kind of did it real quick. And
He arrived at music relatively like last.
Really? But
With like most of the people I know. I mean, there's a couple other people like that started rapping after him, but for the most part, he just absorbed everybody else,
right.
like their energy, and like he was like, oh shit, like I can do this.
So when it started blowing up, what was that? When did you start to identify that was happening?
as soon as I heard his first song.
Really?
Yeah, people ain't even heard like his first song. As soon as I heard his first song, I was like, this dude's gonna be famous.
Hell yeah.
I heard the shit that he was saying, like it was just like, yeah. You know.
You just had a lot of faith in it from the beginning.
Absolutely. It wasn't even about faith. It was like, I know that this is going to blow. Like,
What were you doing for them when you guys started hanging out over there?
I was fucking shit up, man. I
You
was
just
fucking
partying or
up.
what?
No, not. I mean, yeah, yes and no. I mean, we all do that. That's like the baseline of everything. But I was just fucking up. That's really just it. But people knew, like,
Look at this cat. You know.
this dude crazy. So
That cat's tight, right?
yeah, I love that cat.
Thanks for giving love to the cat, like a
How
lot of
did
people.
it get to be this fat?
People be mean to that cat.
They just ignore it.
Yeah, not mean. I've had him for so long. I had him for 10 years. I got him in Williamsburg at the animal shelter. And,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The fur comes off, yeah. He's fat as fuck, huh? Everybody thinks this is
Let's
fat.
smoke this.
Dipped on me.
Can we smoke this?
He's mean as fuck, yeah. You guys want to smoke? You want to load some cat fur into the weed pen?
Just put this in my gums like tobacco.
Yeah. Look at him just staring at his hands. He can't believe it. Yeah, we don't really,
Here,
like,
you want to vape it?
Yeah.
Rosamond, like, there was a weed guy before, and Rosamond just, like, clearly exposing himself as not knowing what the fuck's going on by referring to this weed pen as a vape.
If it's
What is the difference?
I
if
don't
it
know.
plugs into your computer, it's a vape.
Let me see it.
I kind of support that. Shout out to the Clear Collective. Isn't it weird to think that like weed stuff has a USB?
Does it also have like 16 gigs?
I think it's just charge it. But that would be great. I'm glad you brought the cat onto the
You
stage.
can save PDFs on it too.
Yeah, I like him up there.
Were you always? When did you start to become famous on Twitter? Both of you. Actually, no. I should ask Alex how he got involved with Awful first, chronologically here.
I met them a year and a half ago.
Okay.
It was again another like house squatting adventure, and that house happened to be my basement.
Everybody just
in
started
New
hanging
York.
out in your basement for a while.
Yeah, in January 2015.
You have a house in New York?
I did at the time, and this is before I moved to Atlanta.
How do you get a house in New York? Isn't that expensive?
No, I didn't have. I was like living in a place that was a basement.
He hadn't purchased it. Yeah.
It was a part of a house.
Right.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
In New
that I
York,
was
there's no
renting.
assumption that you might have bought the place where you live.
How
I
did you know
literally
if he was like an
didn't-
heir?
In
I
LA, people
literally
just
wasn't-
buy houses.
Yeah, that's what
weird.
I noticed.
Not us,
I
but-
feel like I keep ending up in places that are way above my tax bracket here.
Really? Like, where have you been that made you feel uncomfortable while you've been out
It's
here?
like pools.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Where, like the
yeah,
standard?
That's
Or what?
every day.
People just have pools.
Yeah. People like, especially if you go to the valley, you could just go hang out with somebody who's like.
None of my friends are
outrageously
doing well,
rich.
but we always end up
Like-
at someone's house who is really doing well.
Yeah, or like there's a loft. Like someone has a loft somewhere.
Right.
That never happens in Atlanta. You end up like in someone's dirty ass closet.
There's a lot of like parent-funded dreams out here too, where you're like, "Where's this kid getting his money from? Oh, his mom thinks he's
yeah.
going to be an actor."
So many people on this podcast. Even there's a lot of people who clearly are just like living off their parents. Could you guys see yourself making the move to LA versus Atlanta, or what's the comparison? There's pools. We have pools.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's shit out here.
Bad?
It's some shit out here.
all bad?
Like, not all bad, but like just the shit.
What are the negatives?
The bad shit that I see, man, like I was saying it earlier, but it's just like some really dark fucking trash fucking boo-boo energy in this city, like for real. Like as soon as I got here, I felt it. Like it was not fucking with. But the pro side was that like the creative energy on top of that
Yeah.
is so uplifting that it's like, all right, you can trampoline off all that dark shit, but it's like I feel like the foundation of LA is like dark, crime-ridden, like poverty, like ass shit, and it's just like, and nobody wants to fix that shit. And I'm not trying to be like a fucking humanitarian or some shit, but
You're saying like all the homelessness around this area? And stuff?
that's one factor of it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just one side of a octagon. Like
Right.
even more than an octagon, like a dodeca, whatever the fuck.
You're
Like,
talking about like the empty shells of self-interested people trying to pursue their own dreams.
yes, man. It's just like all these people
Wow,
are
well
just
said.
like fucking like.
No, I've lived here 8 years. I feel it.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
I have to
yeah.
block it out like with positive.
All right, like check this out. Like people think like, oh man, like this guy, he's so fucking crazy. I've talked to like 5 people so far who have told me like, oh yeah, so yeah, I was hanging out with this girl for a while, but then she lost her fucking mind and like now she's in a mental institute. And it's like that like has happened. I've been here a week and I know about 6 to 7 people who have like lost their fucking
You
minds
could lose your mind out here for sure.
just because of being out here and like the shit that you're going through. Like if you have a weak ass psyche, like don't fucking come out here and like think that you about to like.
That's real. I've known a lot of girls because they come out here, they do drugs, then they're in LA. There's all these rich guys who want to give them like infinity
Free ass drugs.
So they continue to do as much drugs as they
And
can
then you
do.
wonder why you're like
Yeah.
your brain is like fucking
6 months
a
later,
torn up
they're
shirt
back
like,
home in Idaho at rehab. Yeah,
right,
it's crazy.
right, exactly.
This is my baby, one of the greatest. Where's
That's a
Terry
great
Richardson?
ass-
We need to
yeah.
shoot this photo. This is beautiful.
That's amazing.
Damn, I just got your new Tinder photo.
Does the cat not normally get involved?
Not like that.
You put him on the
You
desk.
brought him in. You tagged him in.
He gets involved sometimes. He's a real like mascot around here. Like,
It'll get on the desk and bounce.
yeah, we put him on the desk normally and he leaves, but you know, I
But
don't know.
you're throwing a party at Globos on Friday, which will be a good vibe. That'll be a positive energy with like fun creatives.
Yeah.
Well, we got
I feel like
Brandon
that's gonna
Wardell.
be terrible.
Do you think it's gonna be terrible?
No, I mean even if it's terrible, you're still gonna have fun. You're DJing, you can turn up, play your own music, like, right?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Well, Brandon Wardell, you know, he brings that fuckboy energy. You think I was offensive when I called him a fuckboy on the podcast?
No, there were some
Okay, good.
comments about like Adam's not interested, but you're just kind of like letting me take the lead on that,
Right.
talking to Brandon.
I called him a fuckboy just in comparison. He said his dad was in the military, so I said like, "Oh, is it weird for your dad to have a fuckboy
You call
son?"
him a fuckboy because he's like 5'7" and he's harmless.
He
and you're just
plays
joking.
up the fuckboy thing. That's
You're
like his
joking
whole
with him.
thing. That's like his vibe. Can you guys explain to me what you were doing at the end of the Made in Tokyo video and how this came to be? Because I just saw it today and I'm like extremely interested to know.
I don't know, man. We just thought about some shit in like the spur of the moment.
The end of it?
Yeah, the Uber Everywhere video.
Well, we had plugged into the ground,
Right.
plugged a vacuum into the ground, into an area that we had buried cash in,
And then what?
and then we vacuumed.
And that works. That's a real source of electricity. Just putting money under the dirt.
Yes.
He almost like shut it down. I was like, no.
I feel like it was like a spiritual vacuuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it wasn't necessarily air being, you know what I'm saying?
I like that. He looked like a real convict on the roof too, just lifting that tire over and over. You played the scary guy on the roof of the garage role quite well, I think.
I don't know if we were going for anything scary, but yeah, that was a fun day.
Yeah.
Have you guys gotten laid in LA yet?
Wow. That's
No.
a question.
No comment.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm not trying to.
No.
Keep your
You have a
pussy away
girlfriend.
He's
from
got a
me.
girlfriend.
Yeah. he
Yeah,
does.
keep that pussy away from me.
People want
bro.
us to ask you about your girlfriends.
I don't give a fuck, bro. What people want to talk about my damn personal ass life. Like, get the fuck out my face. Like, people be DMing me, asking me shit about that. Like,
Really?
stay the fuck away from
Do
me.
we
like,
know
for
her or
real.
something? Is she well known? I have no idea.
No. You like, I would much rather like nobody know about like
Your
super
baby.
like
Talk
personal
about
shit.
Stingray hours.
They're not happening currently.
I've actually recently decided that it's always happening.
Yeah, that's what he just said. It's always on.
The mustache on the mic. Just
You can only talk about them while they're happening.
Right.
Right.
Even when something really fucked up happens, I feel like they just need to be happening. But there's more to come on that. I don't really want to talk about that right now.
On that front.
I feel like somebody's listening.
Where's Ernest Baker right now?
Ooh, shit.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
not. That's. I'm out of
Talk about
that.
You don't know about that?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a general question I've heard come up in LA quite a bit recently, but you might know.
Did you go on tour with him in Europe?
Yeah. I can't speak too much on that, but he's good. He's doing good. And he's like I don't know. I think it's funny that everyone's freaking out about him like not tweeting.
Right. Well, he was a
Which is
very prolific tweeter for a long time.
Yeah, but I guess all I should say is that he's working on bigger things.
Okay.
So, just wait on that.
Do you think he's okay with like having to lay low while this whole thing?
I don't think he has to do that. I think that's a thing that
He just
has
decided
chosen
was
to do.
good.
Yeah.
Interesting. Is there a legal issue? Is he is he facing charges or?
Yeah, that's what I shouldn't really speak on.
Okay.
Because I don't really know the situation
Interesting.
too well.
We were supposed to do that interview right before that stuff happened. Look at this bug. Fuck.
Holy shit! What
Is
was
that
that?
cockroach?
What the fuck?
You said
Where
you like
have
bugs.
you brought us to?
I know, right? Like, what happened today? This is such a new thing that all of a sudden we got all these
Roaches and
bugs.
Shit, dude.
What happened?
That thing
You
moves
think
so
you
fast.
could just run this out of the back of a finish line?
I totally support you guys propagating that rumor.
30 minutes for our break, so if you guys are cool with that.
Wouldn't that be so bad?
My manager, Darren,
Y'all heard it live and direct. I am in an abortion clinic.
I've seen finish lines cleaner than this.
I'm in an
Oh, yeah.
abortion clinic / hostel,
There's abortion clinics that are cleaner than this too.
and I can't get out.
Wouldn't that be the coolest story ever, though, if this was actually a podcast that happened by like Foot Action employees in the back room?
Yeah, we just talk about the latest like New Balance drops.
Well, no, you don't have to like necessarily have that be the content. I'm just saying, like, if we were
That
doing
would
this
be
on the
tight.
clock,
I mean, do people not really know what this is or like what you do or?
I don't know. It'd be pretty easy to figure out if they didn't know. I think they see the cardboard boxes and just are kind of like, oh, that looks gross.
There's still comments like, "Yo, show the rest of the store." Like, "Yo,
Right.
let's check it out."
Almost everybody who comes in for an interview, like, I realize once they come in that they had absolutely no idea where this was filmed, which is totally fine.
Booty. May I call you Booty?
Sure, yeah.
Describe your kind of like path in here. Like, describe the store and walking into everybody out there, because I think you had a pretty good description
What was it?
earlier.
If this shit looks like, I don't even know, man. It's so much that people don't see on this shit. There's a damn Cuban woman like making fish tacos right behind me.
That's not true.
She's
But maybe
also getting
outside.
she's also getting her ass beat by her husband.
Right. There's no domestic violence going on.
There's
here,
also
no.
10 cats that look exactly like the one right next to me,
And that's why you always see them on the camera.
And they're
is 'cause
all-
there's so many.
and they're all running in a pentagram pattern.
Yeah, that's definitely happened. Can you guys tell us about? Okay, this is a Twitter question. What's up with you guys beefing or fighting Fat Man Key?
Man, that's some
I wasn't
old.
there.
Yeah, he wasn't even there.
Super happy to say he
That's some.
wasn't there.
It was stupid and it was old.
Okay, so that's not going on anymore.
No, definitely not. Like that shit. I mean, like me and all of them are really cool now.
Okay.
But it was just some like deep level human miscommunication,
Right.
breakdown shit. And it just when that many people have consumed that much free liquor,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and like I had just like jumped off the stage, but I jumped past the crowd and I landed on my feet. You know what I'm saying? Like I had ascended to that level of drunk where I jumped over hundreds of people
Yeah.
past them
You went to stage dive.
during
You
Father's
levitated.
set,
Yeah.
went over that shit and landed on my feet
Stuck the landing
accidentally.
on accident. Wow.
On accident, and then immediately went outside and got in a fight. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know what the fuck was happening.
That doesn't. It sounds very confusing.
You
yeah.
could have told me I was in the Jeffersons and I would have believed it. I was that fucked up.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like Mickey Mouse fucked up. Like
So was that all just squashed like pretty soon after?
it was squashed within like 24 hours.
Okay. So
Yeah,
sometimes you're such a vivid live tweeter of events that like people like us we kind of get wrapped up in these things.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean that's
They ended up at the same pizza place the next day.
yeah, like the very next day, and like he's just gonna be like, hey, like that was fun as fuck. Like
What, fighting?
Yeah.
Fighting, it could be fun. It'd be
No, it's always gonna be fun. I'd like, in my opinion, like it was the most fun I had in 2015.
You're an advocate of violence, or you're just like a
I'm
good
not an advocate of violence, but I just think that men have been fighting since like the dawn of
right?
shit, and women too, and like sometimes shit just needs to
Would you ever think about joining like a martial arts class to maybe get it out in a healthy way?
No, definitely not. No. If I had registered hands, that would just be like,
Oh yeah.
Well, you don't just have to register your hands right away.
yeah, but I would want to.
You would want to. That would be the
Like
goal.
right off the bat. Like I do the first class and it's like, all right, nigga, I'm deadly.
You walk in a boxing
I'm
class and
deadly.
just bring up like getting your hands licensed as lethal
Yeah,
weapons day one.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm breaking skulls open type shit.
Right.
But no, I'm definitely not going that route.
These. So okay, as long as we're talking about fights though, what's up with there was a Fool's Gold Day Off fight? What's that one?
That was the one.
That was the same. That's what we
Oh,
just
that's the
discussed.
same one.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. Because you guys actually got some pretty decent questions from the fans.
Oh,
do they
cool.
want? I know.
They came through with some good stuff. Ask Alex for LinkedIn advice.
I don't have one.
You don't have any. You don't have a LinkedIn.
You're not LinkedIn?
No.
How
I
do
have a
you
LinkedIn that I've
network?
never really looked at. You have one, and you actually like pay attention.
I have a LinkedIn, but I realized LinkedIn is for the unemployed.
right.
I've been employed since 2008. That's
Right.
not a flex. That's like a sad stat.
No, that's
So-
good though. You look at your LinkedIn. It says
No,
you've
no,
had a
I
job
just
forever.
I don't have mine built up, but I accept everybody who adds me just in case shit goes wrong.
Right.
How does
I
it
don't
work?
know.
It's just
They
like
just
any
link
other
you
social
in and
network.
then you
Yeah.
link them back in, and
I've looked at. I probably have messages on there because I haven't looked at it in like 5-6 years.
it's like I read messages like "Let's build."
Let's build. Yeah. You guys get a lot of that out here. Hey, let's build. Let's meet up. Get the DMs trying to meet up.
Let's link.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about meeting up with like some guy at a bar to like talk about Twitter?
I'm confused because I feel like I understand Bootymath, even though he's like a little bit weirder. Don't take that the wrong way, but like in a good way.
Oh, he's weirder.
I
yeah.
feel like he's a comedian. He's a creative director. Like he makes art.
Alex's
other
role is a
stuff.
little ambit Yeah. a little bit
Yeah, I don't
more.
know how you're making money. Like, are you trapping or?
He writes.
Yeah. Right.
Oh.
about
Alex is it's actually the exact opposite of how you just described it.
Trapping.
No, like he's the trapper. And I just like I stand outside the trap house and walk around and make sure nobody
Make
like,
observations.
I like make sure your car looks all right. I make sure like you don't look like the feds before you come in the trap house.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
It-
dope.
Yeah. Does that clear anything up?
I totally
I
understand.
don't know if that was yeah, whatever.
You're a freelancer, writer.
Yeah.
How'd you get involved with writing? When did you realize that you could be able to do this? Was that your first contribution to like the industry or creatively?
Yeah. Let's see. When I was still in Chicago when like Chief Keef blew up. And do you know who Andrew Barber is?
Yes.
So he really was the first person to like give me a chance. He like let me interview Sasha Go Hard in like 2012.
For Fake Shore?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so shout out to him.
Anybody
gotta
else
play
that you
again.
worked with in that early era Chicago stuff? Damn, you were not lying about this little bladder. That's pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, no,
Is it- I wasn't lying.
I'm for real.
I wasn't lying
No.
about his little bladder.
It's dope. Imagine he had like a little jug under here that you could just pee in it again.
I wonder if we like will
Let's
be
time
able
it.
to
Let's
hear
time it. Hold on.
One,
Hold on.
2.
Timer up.
Yo, what if he really does come back with another item of clothing on? For the viewers at home,
It's, like,
Brooks is
already over.
counting on his hand. It was less than 15 seconds for
It's
sure.
like 17 seconds.
He should just hold it in more. Okay,
He's not trying.
so where
I
were
can
we?
tell he's not trying. Chicago.
Right. Okay. So what artists did you work with in Chicago at that time?
I really didn't do that much at the time, but that's how I got started.
Pants wicked high up.
And then yeah, so mostly since
Do you
then,
work out?
Hell no.
No. Just lifting tires every once in a while.
just that one time.
You look like a boxer from like the 40s.
I've gotten that many a
With the-
time.
really? With the pants on
Yeah,
up?
I've gotten that.
The 40s? That's like the specific.
I wouldn't want to fight him though. 'cause
that specific decade.
That's the
the
body type
doctor.
you
The
don't wanna
doctor
fight.
actually said that when I was born, and he actually had like
Depression era,
he had like a 40s Dick Tracy accent also. Yeah, your child looks like a 40s boxer. Yeah,
Yeah. See.
yeah,
Your
he's
child-
gonna beat some motherfuckers up. Yeah,
Yeah. Listen here.
he's not taking shit from any nigga. Yeah, he was white too.
That's
He
fucked
said
up.
nigga.
That's fucked up. You were brought into the world this way.
Time.
Yeah, no, it wasn't the 40s because I was born in '90. He just talked in that accent.
I thought for a second you were 86.
No,
My bad.
no.
Where did the Bootymath name come from?
An accident.
A total accident?
Like I shit on myself.
Oh,
no,
really?
no, I'm kidding.
and then-
No, I was I don't really know what
It's one of like 30 other names.
Yeah, it's one of
We're
like a
coming
lot
up
of
with
shit.
that.
I just be coming up with names for
Yeah,
myself.
do
and
the
other-
AKAs.
Ooh. Electric fart doctor.
Like I go by the name.
AKA Electric Fart Doctor, AKA Tasty Husband, AKA Dick Justice Mayan Prophecy 2012, AKA Lil Nissan Jessica, AKA Slay Cat, AKA Dad Hat.
Do you guys know? Do you
Who's
guys
Lil
know about
Nissan Jessica? Yeah, that's
Who?
what I want to know about.
What?
Who's Lil Nissan
Lil Nissan
Jessica?
Jessica is a law firm.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Lil Nissan Jessica is
Yeah.
a law firm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds absolutely nothing like any law firm I've ever heard of, I'm going to be honest with you.
I mean,
Are you
that's
familiar with her music videos?
No. What are you guys talking about?
Lil Nissan Jessica.
Yeah, it's a law firm that came out with a rap video last year.
She is a law firm who is a rapper who is like also kind of a punk band.
Yeah.
I'm already
And a
down.
podcast.
You've already.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
super down. This is
I
a
was down at
podcast? I'm
Lil
It's a
Nissan
podcast.
Jessica.
Yeah, y'all gotta do that on your own time.
Yeah. We got to
All right.
research that. Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
that up.
Check it out. That's one of like the music videos that we've done.
Oh, so this is a music video that you guys worked on together?
Yeah.
You film videos and edit and all that, and like do the treatments and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So that's how the Uber shit came about.
Oh, did you guys do that video or?
Yeah.
Oh, you directed it or?
Yeah,
yeah,
with our
we
good
did.
friend
We
Mike.
did it with our friend Mike.
Uh,
Shout out to him.
Yeah.
So I guess we really didn't answer this question. I'm sorry, but one day we were like, we should do some shit, and then we did the Uber video.
yeah, that's literally
IPAs,
what
yo.
happened. Oh damn!
Shout out to the Great Debates crew for leaving these here.
Harvard, bro.
They went to Harvard, so they are able to.
Always
Like,
got the IPAs.
they left weed
Shout out to higher education.
and IPAs here. That's very Harvard.
That's how you know. That's how rich they are.
You guys go to college?
Yeah, briefly.
Briefly? Not
For
Harvard,
a
I'm
long
assuming?
time.
Not Harvard, no.
Let me get IPA. We're going to a rap show after this, so we should probably get kind of drunk, right?
Yeah, I'm already pretty drunk, man.
I like that. That's
It's good though. It's a good drunk.
But
Are you guys' parents cool with what you do?
Dude, I was just
Take your
talking to
shirt
my
off on
mom. And,
podcasts.
dude, I was just talking to my mom. She's the most amazing woman that I know.
How's she feel about you being a 40s era boxer?
Yeah, all right, I'll tell you how she feels.
Okay.
This is how my mom tells me how she feels about my life. So when I was when I was about like 5, 6, 7, I won't say his name, of course, but I had like a really, really good childhood friend who was like a year older. As a young kid, he was stronger, more athletic, more fearless, and like he definitely instilled some of those values in me. But he also had like crazy anger issues, and he also sort of passed those to me too, because he was like my big brother figure.
Okay.
But you know, time went on, and me and my mom ended up leaving Savannah, where I grew up,
Okay.
moving to Atlanta. Lost complete contact with him and his family, and just recently hearing that like he's just in and out of jail, like prison and jail. You know what I'm saying? Over dumb shit, just stupid shit.
Right.
You know, like that the police in Savannah, they'll just nip anybody for it. And you know, her way of like telling me like, hey, I really appreciate you pursuing this. It's like, because she knows like how close his influence was to me as a kid, but I took a different perspective than him on life. Like, I'm not fucking reactive to all this shit that makes a lot of people go crazy and do dumb shit.
But so he's in jail for a long ass time for what? Like just
Not as
stupid
long as
ass
he's
violence
just
and
in
shit?
and out, and,
Right.
and it's like, you know, once you go in once or twice, and the third time, it turns into a cycle, especially when you're fucking 20 something, you know.
Right.
And you know, she just told me like, you know, hey, like, thank you for being creative and being yourself, and
What
just
about
not let-
your dad?
My dad's the same way. My parents split up when I was super young, but my dad's the same way. You know,
Cool with it.
Yeah. Do your fucking thing. He doesn't give a fuck.
But Alex, what about you?
Just resting his head on his couch.
Um,
Your parents are happy that you didn't.
I don't think my parents really have a context
Yeah.
You're kind of blazing
for
a path. Like,
yeah. I mean, I don't know. My parents, I think would have a hard time why anyone would even like rap music.
Right. Never
So-
mind not be a rapper, but somehow be involved with rap music.
You know, and like have just no type of linear outlook. But I don't know. I think the more it looks like I'm actually taking care of myself and being happy, it's like, you know, I want them to be happy when I'm happy instead of like happy with their own goals for me.
Right.
Right.
So
Did you like have
I think
depression like earlier in life?
I was depressed during college.
Okay.
Because what? Have you been dealing with like your parents wanting you to go in one direction, and then meanwhile you just are being drawn into hanging out with scary, weird rappers?
Yeah, that's kind of one way
Right.
to talk about it.
Authoring
Yeah.
21 Savage tweets.
None of these niggas scary except for him. I'll say that.
Really?
I ain't been scared by a single nigga in my entire life.
Really?
Except for him. Like, and I'm not saying scared, but I'm just saying like realizing that he's the real fucking authentic deal.
He's just got that gaze.
Alex is like, okay, I met Alex on Friday,
Okay.
and he was at the bar, and the security guard was like, hey, flashing the light on him. I'm like, what's going on? The guy's like, get down. And he's like, I'm not standing on anything. The dude's like 6'5".
Oh,
He's,
really?
he's
No,
an intimidating
this
dude.
is actually funny. Like I was actually standing
He was.
on the booth, but then by the time he got there, I wasn't standing on the booth, and he came up to me. He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. You're just so tall. I thought you were standing on the booth." Yo, but 21, yeah, he's a scary guy in real life.
Right.
Actually, circling back to Key, the first interview I ever did in Atlanta, or first profile I did was on Key.
Oh.
Which is funny, but 21, this was like before he had like a catalog or whatever. He used to like say like, you know, where's my interview?
To you?
Yeah, and I'd be like, it's coming. Like,
Because
of course, like.
so was he very intimidating even before you knew of him? As
He
a
started
rapper?
asking that nigga questions right there. Like, what's
Like,
where did you what's your favorite what kind of IPA do you like?
Yeah.
That's like every rap journalist's like worst nightmare is the scariest guy
Yeah.
in the crew grilling him for coverage.
But
yeah.
it happened a couple times, and like, but the thing is that I did like his music, and he came out with one song, and I loved it. And
Which one?
This is Picky, and this is actually the reason that we got in a fight with Perp.
Stop.
With Space Ghost Perp.
Yeah.
You guys did fight him.
No.
No, it was just like a almost,
Twitter argument.
It was like a almost.
Oh, real life argument. Okay.
Yeah, we were at a house party in East Point. Should I not talk about this?
I don't care.
Let it out. Atlanta street politics. Let's hear it.
Well,
It's not even politics.
anyway, our friend Dexter put Picky on, and we just started jumping around and just being stupid because we were bored or whatever, and we like stepped on someone's foot. It might have been me, might have been him, it might have been anyone else that we were with,
This just happens.
but
yeah.
it happened to be like Perp's friend or something.
Okay.
Anyway, 21 Savage, great guy in person.
What, he handled this for you or what?
No, that was separate.
No.
I ended up doing a story on him
Right.
like 5 months later or something, and I don't know. He brought me to the SWATs, which is like
Wait, you scuffed someone's Puma and then there
no,
was,
okay,
there
that
was-
didn't turn into a real fight.
Okay.
No,
But-
definitely not. It
That's
just turned into
thankfully.
like
Twitter arguments.
no. It turned into like act like I'm scared of you, but like I said earlier, like I'm not scared of nobody. Like don't.
You've got a good attitude about
He just
fighting
like when
people.
someone tries to
Yeah,
fight
like,
him, he
yeah.
just starts smiling, and it's like really off.
Yeah, I'm just smiling. I'm like, dude, like, cause come on, man. Like, I grew up, like, not grew up, but I was like turning 20, 21 when Perp was like legendary status to me. You know what I'm saying? And to have somebody like that, like, be like that towards me, I was like, all right, man, cool. We can do whatever. We really can, but you're not gonna like it.
Right.
You know, but it didn't turn into that, fortunately, because I don't.
That's good.
Yeah,
He's one of my best friends in the whole world now. So
yeah. That's
I never
cool.
met him, but you know.
Space Ghost Perp.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we're really good friends now.
Yeah.
Did you do the interview
That's
with
what's
him?
up.
No, but
He's coming on here.
That's
He
cool.
says he
That's
is.
cool. I mean, I wish him the absolute best, but I'm not gonna let anybody like
right.
talk shit to me or any of my friends just because like it's a bunch of weird motherfuckers, and like people think you can just step on shit.
That's a question. You ever get your ass beat real good? Because I feel like it changes your perspective on
My
life.
ass beat?
Yeah, you ever get your ass handed to, and that kind of changes how you think about life?
Not really. No, I've definitely lost, like, in a technical sense, lost fights
On
You know what I'm
points,
saying?
the ref said you lost.
Yeah, exactly. Like the social ref says you lost. Everybody's been.
I got
like,
my ass beat by 18 people. One
This
time.
man got his
Whoa.
shit. He got his shit
In Chicago?
Let's
rocked.
hear that story.
You
What
know,
happened?
if anybody, that's the hardest nigga I know
Were
right
they in
now.
GBE?
I don't know anybody who got the shit kicked out of them by 19 people. The number gets higher every single time.
24 people.
It
So
was
18.
34,000
It was
people
18.
beating his ass.
how do you count 18, or how do you know it's 18?
No, because
You count-
the police eventually came and then
and they
told
said,
me.
"Hey,
You got beat up by
They were
18.
like, it was
Yeah,
18
yeah.
people. I was like, all right.
the police had a dry erase board, and they was giving him like notes and
Tally
diagrams."
marks.
on, like,
I was wearing Birkenstocks,
Really?
so I could not escape.
Is that why they came for you?
No, I don't actually really know. I was with like 2 other people. We were going to watch a movie.
Really?
Just
yeah,
jump,
on
like-
the south side of Chicago where our school was at, and yeah. So
Wait,
this
is that
group
when
of-
those flash mobs were happening in the South Side?
No, it was just
yeah, it was flash
like-
mobs where you just beat the shit out of somebody.
Yeah, what do you
God,
do?
those
to
happened.
defend
they
this?
had-
happened.
They had Facebook groups. It was like, all right, yeah, we're gonna pull
We're
up.
going to get this kid,
Yeah,
Alex.
Yeah.
Swear to God that happened.
No, that's
Beat the
the
fuck
thing
out
is
of
like the two, like me and these 2 other people,
gonna bring
we were walking
popsicles.
and this group of 18 people started following us and like saying shit at us, and of course I like turned around and I was like what's up, guys?
What's good?
Like,
Yeah.
what's going on? Like what's like it's all good, right? And it wasn't. So like as I was saying that, I got punched in the face and my 2 companions ran away.
Wow, they left
One
you.
of them ran into a bush.
Ran and hid in a bush.
That's some shit
like-
I would never. No.
Don't hide.
Like,
in a
what
bush.
year
Take
was
your
that?
ass whooping. Yeah.
like-
Yeah, bro. Like,
No,
take that ass whooping.
Yeah.
Get your shit beat.
Usually
Yeah.
when you get jumped, you don't get hurt that bad because like
No.
18 people,
No.
nobody's got a clear shot.
No.
Exactly,
You
and
know?
that's what happened.
I was
Like,
getting kicked
I didn't
by-
really get
yeah,
my
bro.
ass beat like that, and eventually, like a family, like pulled up and brought me into their car or whatever.
They saved you.
Yeah, but I mean,
But this
well,
was totally random. These guys just wanted to fight you for no reason.
Yo, let me
Yeah,
read these news
absolutely.
reports
Wow,
though.
that's
I don't know what
fucking
year
crazy.
this was. It's like
Googling flash mobs.
hundreds of rampaging teens target pedestrians in crazy flash mob style fights, attacks.
in Chicago.
Yeah, 28 arrested in mob attacks on Mag Mile. Like this was happening. Like kids, the teens went
that was,
crazy.
like, I know about that. That's like downtown Chicago.
Okay, that wasn't you.
This was like no. This I was literally like on. This is we
You're on the
were-
wrong block.
We both lived in the same area.
Okay.
Or whatever. Like within. I was living within a couple miles of where Chief Keef was.
Right.
At the time.
O Block.
So they probably were GB based. No.
No.
How big of a Chief Keef fan are you, and have you always been at
He's
that
my favorite
level?
rapper.
He is your favorite. How would you explain why?
I don't. He's the reason I have any career.
Right. How come? He's the one who got you interested in rap music to that extent?
No, he's the reason I started wanting to cover it
Right.
because you can add a lot more value locally if you're like in the place where you're talking about
Right.
stuff. That's why I was in Atlanta doing all these stories on Atlanta people. It's like there was no one there doing that. There was no one there to do like.
Is that why you went
yachties.
out there? Is you were like realizing that there weren't people doing good coverage?
It was that, and it was like Atlanta's cheap enough where you can like make kind
Right.
of eke out a living on writing checks, and like it was the awful shit. Like I was becoming friends with them, and yeah. So I just started doing all these profiles and stuff.
You did have pretty good like role models in Chicago too, though, because Andrew Barber was always he really showed from early on that like, oh, you could run like an actual influential, important blog just based on like covering the minutia of a fucking scene, which is like in rap music, I guess maybe we hadn't seen that so much at that point. Like,
Yeah, and his shit has been around for like 9 years.
yeah. And
Which is awesome.
I had
Did you see like the rise of Chance the Rapper like while you were there and all that?
Yeah, yeah.
does that appeal to you as well?
Yeah, I think Chance is cool. And it was a really big thing in the city at the time. Like you'd see Save Money stickers everywhere.
Right.
But then I left, so I don't know what it's like now.
Do you listen to the new album?
I heard a few songs of it.
Yeah, I haven't like really got wrapped up in it that much. I've tried to listen
I'm
to it a
not
few
ready
times.
to like engage the amount of, hyperbole
Yeah.
that everyone is attaching to it.
It's really, really, really good.
You love it. Okay.
I love it.
I want to.
And I didn't hear. Here's my disclaimer: is I didn't really like Chance up until this album. I thought he was like okay,
Right.
and I thought like he was cool on. I thought he was cool on the Bieber song. I thought he was cool on the Kanye song.
Right. That Kanye song really kind of like set the stage for this album.
And then this album, he was like, "I'm the next Kanye," and I was like, "Oh shit, I guess you are."
You said that?
No, that's what it feels like though.
I have no idea what you guys are going to find in these drawers that you're digging through.
It feels like Chicago made Chance to replace Kanye just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case Kanye goes away.
We got a lot of stickers in there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm never going to be able to fully go for him because of the voice thing, I don't think.
Nah, man, the production, the lyrics, everything kind
It's
of
just
goes
not my
together.
damn.
Not my cup of tea.
You go to
but
church. You go to.
I
Have you
do
ever gone to
dig it.
church? Like
Like a place
pray?
of worship.
Of course, I
Definition
grew up
of
in
church.
church.
Yeah, me. I grew up Catholic. So.
99% of my personality comes from being trapped in churches.
Right. Yeah, I feel like that a lot,
Sometimes
too, yeah.
twice to 3 times a week.
No way.
What's
Yes.
that? Salvia? Shout out to Rob
we hit
Pake
it?
for having salvia in his desk.
This is someone's desk?
Yeah.
How many people do you employ?
Less than 10.
Oh, I'm finna floss.
Literally. Oh, fuck. I just had something good that I was going to say. I forget though.
Dental hygiene is super important. I actually got to make a dentist appointment.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever done like teeth whitening?
See, I've thought about that.
No.
I've used the white
You
strips.
guys are like a little bit older than us.
But here's
Yeah.
the thing: you got a beard, you know, your teeth like whiter next to it, so it kind of like looks nice when you just got
I gotta
a beard.
keep that. I gotta keep that going.
Keep that around.
Can I
there.
open this mail?
No, you should probably leave that.
Wait. What is that, Adam?
Oh, I don't know, but it's just in somebody else's desk.
Oh, these are like employee desks.
Yeah, this is where people work all day. This is my desk.
Are you kidding me? People
But
work
this
back
is-
here.
This
Yeah,
is like
well, not with the
this
bugs
is like-
normally, but yeah.
This is like 2 months old though.
What, can I see it? What's it say on the return
me open
address? Is there anything in it? It looks empty.
That's a federal
No, it's
offense. If you
definitely
want to do it
thick.
on camera, I
It's
mean, I'm
thick.
not like
You can-
I'm not a
okay.
cop.
It
I'm
is
not saying I'm
But
a
is it
cop.
addressed to me or who's it addressed to?
no jumper.
Oh, well then
We're on it.
You should
So-
get.
Oh
We're
yeah,
on-
yeah. You're good.
I
You
have
just need
no
his
idea.
blessing.
Why would there be an envelope for no jumper in somebody else's drawer though? That's confusing.
If it's Thrax, I'm out of here.
Is it problematic for me to say that I like the Chance album and the Kanye album less because they're about Christianity, and I think Christianity
No,
is
dude,
inherently
you,
evil.
you have a tat of a Virgin Mary getting stabbed in her vagina on your leg. So
But it's like I almost tweeted something like alluding to the fact that like I just find all the Christianity really gross on both albums, and I just looked at it and I was like, this looks like hateful. But in
The
actuality,
older I get, the more I think Christianity is tight.
I think it's
Really?
beautiful.
That's
yeah.
what-
I think we fucked it
same
up
here.
as humans.
No, I gotta slow down on that one, cause it's like this weird double-edged sword, where one side of the sword is way, way higher and the other is really, really lower and crooked and fucked up. But Christianity has such a deep, like, weird ass root in black culture, and when I say weird, I mean terrible
right,
and brutal
right.
and oppressive and
So what you're saying, you think that Christianity has been
painful?
used to hold black people down?
absolutely
Right.
since the moment we got here. That's
Right.
what-
Yeah.
So, but the other side of that, you know what I'm saying, is that it in this very absurd cultural way became almost a way to transform that pain into positivity, and a way to be self-realized as black people in America. Christianity was at some point a conduit, just as Islam was, and just as, like, with me and maybe other black people, atheism could be, or anything else.
You're,
And,
you're atheist?
yeah, absolutely. But I think that Christianity in the black community has a space to, like, where it created damn, you know. All right, here's an example. I forget the dude's name, but if you ever look up the term logotherapy,
By what's his name? I've read about it too. Yeah.
and I'm terrible with names, but
No, but I've read about it too.
and it's this
fucking
dude who
forget,
was in
yeah.
a concentration camp.
Oh, it's the Man's Search for Meaning, the book by the Holocaust survivor.
Yes. Yeah. So he survived the Holocaust, and this term logotherapy basically means like you know that you are absolutely in like the most meaningless, absurd situation that could ever exist.
Shout
You
out
are
to Victor Frankl.
Victor Frankl. Yeah. So you know that death is the only option. You know that starvation, like everything. You know that you're in complete captivity. So you almost come to this point where your brain just like snaps and you start to create meaning in a meaningless situation. And that is a lot akin to the early black situation in America. And I think that Christianity was something that we could latch onto and create meaning and create positivity and create music. Some of the most beautiful music that I think has ever been made, whether it's blues, jazz, whatever. It doesn't mean that these people were adherent to Christian philosophy all the time, because that's definitely not the case. But the feeling of it, the damn like, that X factor about hearing organs in like a choir makes you feel like, damn, like there's purpose in this shit.
Right, because what that book is all about is how people who are in absolutely horrible circumstances, they basically need reasons to stay alive, and
right.
the reasons that they might find to stay alive are basically really caring about somebody besides themselves, like a loved one who was like outside the concentration camps. And then the other option would be like, if you believe that your life has meaning beyond
right.
what you're doing right now.
Absolutely.
And that you like, it's interesting because religion is such a conduit for everything that goes on within a society that like we could very easily talk about like black people's early experiences in America being, religion being used to tie them down, but then them also using religion as their only source of therapy or of
Well, I got
way to feel
two quick
okay
thoughts
about
on
their
this whole
lives.
thing. Is like
their lives were hard.
The human mind is like wild, powerful. Like if you lose both your legs, there's like the studies show that you'll be depressed for a while, but you'll get back to normal happiness levels that you had when you had both your legs.
Absolutely.
You'll get back. Your mind will adjust somehow to that. Because I always thought like, if I lost my legs, I'm fucking killing myself. But there's people all over the place in wheelchairs that are just having normal, happy lives.
Like statistically, if you lose your legs, you're not going to be any less happy.
Also, I feel like it's kind of, I think religion has done a ton of fucked up things, but there's like a decline in religion these days, and there's a kind of a rise in like the people like taking care of themselves, and I kind of wish there was a more community vibe that religion kind of brought to them.
Absolutely.
Well, I think over time, like secular communities are going to have to figure out if they really want to blossom, and I think like humanity will just develop like secular traditions and conventions that will replace, and in a lot of ways we already have, because like religion has been essentially replaced by like capitalism.
Well, if you have kids, how will you raise them?
I will raise my kids to examine. You know what I'm saying?
Like specifically with schooling, though, will you public, private, Catholic?
Honestly, it's a toss up right now, because I don't know the direction that this country is going right now with how education is going to be, paid for. But I don't think that there's anything wrong with having your kids being publicly schooled. It's just about what you're doing at home. It's not just about what you're doing at home.
Do you feel like you got some good values out of all those hours you spent in church as a kid?
Yeah, I think you get good values out of anything that happens to you, whether it's positive or negative. It's just about how that you leave that situation. And I don't think, to circle back, I don't think that religion is a bad thing. I think that there is a deep rooted problem with literally like the origin story of a religion can define the people that it affects. You know what I'm saying? So if my origin story is that, like, say I'm God and I made a bunch of like mud people and told them that they were like a part of the planet and that like they weren't important and that they had to do things to earn certain things, then that story, passing that to a child, is going to make that child feel that way, that he has to work and that he has to earn academic skills and he has to earn intelligence and strength. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I feel like in the religions that rule the world right now, in really deceptive ways and have been deceptive for thousands of years, their origin stories are just kind of like God made man and woman as a gift to the planet Earth, and that we inherited this. Like, this is ours to reap and to sow and to reproduce and just do all the fuck shit that we want to, just so we can like go somewhere else when we die. You know what I'm saying? That's a very like fucked up separated view of shit.
But then these like 1,000-year-old books end up being the basis for, you know, like the fact that in Christianity, like, it experiences huge problems because of a few stupid things it says in the Bible. Like, it's used to justify racism and homophobia and all this stuff. And it's like, you can't really get away from that at the end of the
Adam,
day.
do you think religion's all bad?
Yeah.
You want to get rid of it all?
I think the world would be probably better off, but I mean, I understand why.
But what
the-
comes-
I think that there's something that's in religion that's in it. Like, not that's around it, not at the exterior, but there's something deep down within there that I think humans need. And I think that the parts that we look at, like when we rationalize it, it's like, man, this shit is stupid as fuck. Because I'm right there with you.
Mm-hmm.
But just reading about it and reading about how easily people are manipulated and how like that manipulation sometimes isn't completely negative. Sometimes it's like, you probably like should have a story or two when you're a kid about where you came from, but it shouldn't be taken that seriously. You know what I'm saying?
When you look at people who latch on to religion the most, it's like, you talk about like early slaves in America. You look at people in prison. You look at like people in really poor communities. Like, they latch onto religion because they need something to give them a reason to keep on living. And then you look at like modern secular societies like ours, where people for the most part have all their needs taken care of, and you see them like openly rejecting religion in like much larger
But
numbers.
you want guys in
think
jail
because they
not
don't need
getting
it?
religion?
Yeah, because they don't need it. Because they,
That's the last fucking thing they
when you're in jail, you really kind of need religion. Like, I get that, because what the fuck else is keeping you sitting there trying to hold it together for 10 years, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would read some other shit.
Yeah. Read some other shit. I don't know.
I would tweet.
Ask Bootymath if he would ever take a job at SNL.
You
What
take
are
that
the odds
check,
of this being
obviously.
asked?
What
Yeah.
job?
Bootymath, you would take that check.
I would
What
take that
job?
check and just go away.
Boom mic operator. Maybe they don't mean like a job as an actor.
Lauren
like
Michaels. Lauren Michaels, if
Lauren
you're
Michaels.
watching this,
Just
Laura
take
Michaels.
his job.
Nah, suck my ass.
that's how you're gonna get hired.
That's just not like. That's not my damn. That's not my lane.
Are you?
It's
are
not
you an
his
actor?
job to
Like,
make
can you
SNL
act?
funny.
Yeah, of course I could, but that's just not my lane. Like, being on SNL is not my fucking lane at all.
Right to movies?
What's that?
Movies?
No, it's just
Behind the
it's
scenes?
way just like I like really broken shit. I don't know.
But
What
like,
do
do
you-
you know about Kyle Mooney and like him on SNL now? Like, he started like kind of like really kind of.
Yeah, I think what's her name? Lisa or what, Leslie Jones. Leslie Jones, right? The black comedian, the
Oh,
girl,
yeah,
the female.
yeah. SNL, yeah.
She is the damn. I'm surprised that she's on there, cause like she is so next level to
They're
me.
getting
I
weirder,
love her.
Weirder people, yeah.
I love her.
Next level how?
Like as in like, all right, so you see like this absurd like level of comedy that's happening right now, like that change. Sorry, I'm moving a lot. I gotta pee again.
I got a pee too.
Me
Quick
too,
note
yeah,
before
yeah.
I say it, but
gotta pee too?
But yeah, quick note before I go.
Should we cross
Let's
swords?
space them all out.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys can go and pee together.
I'm going first.
Yeah, okay.
But
You're going
there's
third.
there's this stand up where she's on stage and she's telling her jokes and like, you know, she's saying all this crazy ratchet shit, and she decides to get off the stage and go into the crowd, and she starts like straddling people in the audience, and she gets up in this girl's face. She's like, "You think you cute, bitch? You think you cute? You ain't cute, bitch. You ain't shit. You ain't never gonna be shit. The fuck?"
And people are laughing.
Oh, they're dying. But they just half the people don't know what to do.
Right.
And the person in the seat, if she comes to you, they don't know what to do except just be like,
Yeah, what do you do?
"What do you do?" And she's like, "Oh, you like pussy? You want to eat my pussy?"
I guess you kind of
And they're like, I don't know. And she's like, "Oh, you fucking dyke." Yeah. Like it was so evil, but so like
But it's like, would you consider that trolling, essentially? Like trying to get
it's
intense
above
reactions out of people?
above trolling when you're pushing the audience that hard. Like
who
put-
influenced your style?
Yeah, because your Twitter comedy
You're,
style.
like,
it's a lot of people. It's a lot of
you
people.
feel like you're like Bootymath is his own genre.
I feel like I'm my own genre, but I'm not gonna lie and say I don't have influences. Like,
Yeah, I'm curious.
shit. You like going back furthest. Amanda Bynes, surprisingly.
Really?
Yeah. The Amanda Bynes show as like on Nickelodeon as a kid, like in all
NFL Street.
NFL Street,
Shout out
NFL
to all
Blitz.
that, man.
Oh hell yeah!
NFL Blitz
is so
influenced
sick.
me a lot.
Oh, you go to the line and keep running.
Yeah, just keep running.
Hit the turbo.
Reggie Watts. I love Eric Andre. I love Patrice O'Neal. I love Richard Pryor. I love fucking damn. It's a lot of people.
So you consider yourself like a student of comedy? Has this always been something you're a fan of?
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
What do
Like,
they call Eric Andre as like cringe comedy, or like he kind of sets up awkward situations.
and I don't even feel like that. I feel like what he's doing is fucking genius.
But have you
man.
done stand up or do you aspire to?
Yeah, no. I haven't gone to that level yet.
But
you know?
do you think Twitter is your medium, or do you?
No. Twitter is just me having fun, man. Like
Okay.
I'm trying to like the shit that I'm trying to do right now is write shit that can translate to film, but I would have no problem at all being on a stage doing stand up.
That
It's
doesn't
just
bother you at all?
no, absolutely not. I'm not bothered by people,
Right.
you know.
Did you pee your pants?
Yet I'm
Yeah.
about to. I gotta go.
For
You
the
go pee.
podcast. Hey, for the
He pees. We talk to Alex.
First gotta
he comes
pee.
back.
If you want me to
Alex
piss on
pees.
myself, I'll do it.
No.
Then Alex leaves.
We gotta smell it.
Yeah, if we could get a
Actually, by
piss
now
test,
it's
that'd be
mostly
great.
water, probably. Yeah.
Take your
Tell
first.
us something
wax it.
about Booty that he won't want.
Yeah, they would kill you for telling us.
Yeah, now we got a little like 15 second break.
Yeah,
No, he's not like that. He's pretty
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 transparent.
open.
yeah, definitly open in his
But
regular
he is
life.
dating. He's dating like a famous. I don't know. I just make shit
I
up.
have no idea. Yeah,
See if you go with it.
he didn't want to talk about that though. So you're extremely offensive and problematic right now, Roseman.
Always.
What we need to let some Alex related questions because I don't want him to get too overshadowed by Bootymath, who is a very strong personality here.
Yeah. What you got?
How do you get laid in the age of being problematic?
I don't think I have
Gotten laid yet?
been problematic yet.
Okay.
I'm always wondering when I'm going to push it over the line and be too problematic and have people like really call me out.
What were your impressions of Adam before you met him, like off his like Twitter and
Problematic.
stuff?
Wow, that's a crazy question.
Like, did you watch any No Jumpers before this, or just kind of catch up on them, or?
Yeah, I watched a couple of them. I don't know, pretty straightforward, I guess.
Yeah, not that complicated. At least he doesn't have his pants off. I thought he was going to have his pants off.
Are you gonna pee right now?
Train.
No, keep
maybe-
answering.
do you
Keep
have to
talking.
go?
Do you have to
Okay,
go
yeah.
first?
Hey, so this is my question though: is have you always known that you were like a writer at heart? Is it always? Did you want to
No.
be a writer, or was it like, oh, I'm super interested in rap, so I'm going to become a writer?
No, I majored in physics.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know. Writing about music was like just doing the most opposite thing that like the track of my life was looking like.
Right.
And
was
the
that-
track of my life was looking real
Professional. Right.
real career type oriented, and then I was just, I don't know. It wasn't even a way out at first. It was like a
Were you just following your heart? Like that was just you really had to do that to be
yeah,
happy?
I mean, I have found that all I was doing was like listening to Wayne and like reading Fader in like 2009 and 10.
Right.
And it was just a matter of time until I became a part of that. So,
But being a writer, it's like an interesting way in the sense that like there aren't a lot of writers maybe in like the average hip hop scene. I tried to be like a rap writer for a while. It didn't really like, before I figured out the podcasting thing. It's like it's a very strange lane to take in like the modern era.
Yeah, and it's super small.
Yeah. It's super
So-
small and everybody is super concerned with each other and there's bizarro like Twitter insular rap beef with other critics.
Yeah, and let me say something. Like, I really don't fuck with anybody. Like, I don't really like a lot, like most of that shit. Like,
Right.
I don't like opinions, which is 90% of all of rap writing. Is like, Drake is good or Drake is bad. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, the only thing I care about is actual stories,
Right.
like the stories about people in in their environments. So.
Right. And it's such a depressing like environment to work in, I feel like, because you're just like everyone you could conceivably work for wants you to come up with some crazy fucking angle so you could have a crazy ass headline.
They just want clicks.
Yeah, and it's just like every incentive that you're going to have to follow as a rap journalist is kind of perverse, and you just see so many people in the industry getting like jaded, like writer dudes who just kind of are over it at a certain point.
Yeah, they just, I mean, like
absolutely.
Noisy's trolling at this point.
Right.
Like half their shit.
But Noisy would probably be an example of like one of the best outlets if you wanted to be a writer about rap music, wouldn't you say? Like,
I mean, I
at
don't
least
know.
some
They
creative
paid
freedom,
me
yeah.
to write articles, and I can't write for shit.
yeah, me too.
I can barely
Well,
spell.
I didn't get paid, but I wrote articles for him.
Yeah, I just think in 2016, if you want to do that type of shit, you have to do other shit too.
Yeah.
You have to, and you should be interested in doing other things. You should be wanting to make videos and like whatever, like make money wherever you can instead of just like either, because taking a staff job like that in most cases is a nightmare because they're going to make you write
15 posts a day.
95% shit that's just total fodder,
Right.
What
And,
Ernest did was tight. I mean, I don't know if you did that stuff of getting embedded with an artist for a week and just
Yeah.
like a full full 360 look.
So that's what you're
the-
after, right?
Yeah, that's the only type of thing I like doing. That's a really hard thing to
get that
balance,
kind of access is like like him getting that access from Drake was like the craziest thing. Like you're reading that article, it wouldn't even matter if the article was horrible. It's just I can't believe they let him do this.
Yeah, and that's that's the whole point of like being around people, moving to Atlanta, like being in scenes.
Chief
or
Keef
whatever.
lives here now. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
nobody ever
exactly.
sees him.
No, people have seen him.
Once in a while, maybe. Yeah.
Dude, I know like went on a walk on the beach with him, and he was like doing his, he was on probation or like he was doing his rehab. So like his dude I know like his parents were staying down there, and they they saw Keith like on the beach, and he's like, "Let's take a walk with me." Him and his parents, and Keith.
And Chief Keef. And Chief Keef was talking to them.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
Damn.
Beautiful.
That's one of my favorite people.
Chief Keef.
One of the
Yeah.
best.
You met
One of
him
the
or
best.
just a
One
fan
of the most
his
interesting.
character publicly?
Just artists.
Yeah.
Overall, yeah, I agree. Like one of the most
Yeah.
interesting. Like I don't know. I'm blown away.
Who do you love out of Atlanta that you're not like involved with, rapper wise?
Involved with
Well, that you don't like know or that you're not like rooting for. 'Cause-
21,
Right.
Bankroll.
Did you know him before he passed?
I did a story on him.
Right,
Like
okay.
the only one.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You
And-
wrote that right.
Who else do we like?
Yeah. Who do?
Do you listen to music?
I listen to Young Scooter.
I'd be forgetting a
I
lot of
like
shit.
Scooter. Let me see what I've been listening to lately.
What else comes out of Atlanta besides rap music? And since that's an ignorant question, but like
Abra.
Bad cocaine.
Booty clubs.
I'm
Abra.
talking about like other kind of music.
Abra.
Oh shit.
What other genres are like popping?
Abra.
Oh, bad cocaine.
Hold on, he keeps saying some word. I don't know what that is.
Abra. It's the girl.
Oh, you never heard of Abra?
Oh, is she a singer?
Yeah, she's amazing.
Oh,
Pop,
you-
pop singer?
Yeah, you gotta get.
I need to learn. I want to learn.
No.
Go ahead, level up.
You guys
Yeah.
You guys don't do cocaine though, right?
No.
You keep saying
No.
bad cocaine, but you guys, how do you?
Oh,
how do you
shout out to- shout out to Keith
firing
Charles.
at a level where he doesn't need drugs. I feel.
yeah, how do
like.
you guys stay away from the drug thing when you're hanging out with all these dudes who are kind of famous for?
Because when you do it, it just makes you feel weird and bad.
Yeah,
lot of
I think
people
I've gotten to where I am because at an early age I figured out that drugs made me feel bad.
right.
You ever get anxiety
What do you mean?
overall?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Which kind of it? Like
Yeah, which flavor?
which flavor of anxiety? I'm anxious right now.
That's what
like,
pisses me off about kids, though. Is that kids are like, "Oh, I just take Xanax because I get anxiety." It's like you're supposed to get anxiety. That's what
Yeah, I
being
think
a human being is about.
You don't
Anxiety
get it,
is-
you're a sociopath. I was just-
Anxiety is the best thing that you can have in my opinion. Anxiety, when you got anxiety about some shit,
It's better than coffee. I'll wake you
being
up.
confused and lost and not knowing what the fuck is going on, and then it hitting you in like this area.
Yo, you're like
the only
a
That's how you-
mentor right now.
Bro, that's what I'm just saying. That's how you figure
Coach
shit out.
Booty.
That's the
That's
only
how you-
appropriate reaction to
That's how you
the world.
figure shit out.
Do you mentor
Right.
anybody?
The
No,
only
I don't wanna
appropriate
fucking
reaction to the
mentor
world.
anybody.
You're
You
right.
are though right now on accident. You
Anxiety
are.
I'm just saying,
is-
like, how do you feel? Like, I
Alex
feel
just
like
dropped his
cats. I feel like cats are constantly on shrooms. You know what I'm saying? Like this cat right now, is doing that because it is literally the most comfortable
Right.
and the most like it just feels right. You know what I'm saying? But if
No anxiety,
somebody ran in this bitch right now and was shooting a flare gun, all of us, we would take it and we would run it through all these filters of logic. Like, all right, either he's trolling, he's on crack.
He's
like
trolling. That's the first option you might consider.
That's always my first option. He's trolling. But that cat is gonna freak the fuck out because
Right.
it just interrupted so much comfort. You know what I'm saying? And like, I just feel like that's the most natural thing as a human, as an animal, which you are, is to be anxious. Stop taking pills for that shit.
I've
That's
learned a
just
lot
stupid.
from cats, just watching how content and happy he is just to be doing nothing all day. It's like I wish I had more of that, but at the same time I feel like I learned from his vibe a little
Yeah,
bit. Day
you got
by
a
day.
roof, food, and some friends. I
Yeah.
mean, you pretty much got a good life.
This
Right.
table is like a party, metaphorically, and the cat is us. And look how comfortable he is around all these different people, different backgrounds.
Doesn't give a shit.
And
Yeah, he's easing
chilling.
my anxiety.
He's a
Doesn't give a
great
shit.
metaphor for what we should all try to be. I'm gonna go pee real quick.
Do it.
All right, so we got like maybe a minute to talk shit about Adam.
Oh, I'm about to roast the fuck out of Adam as soon as he gets in the bathroom because I know he pees long because he's tall as fuck.
He pees real long.
Long ass nigga. Long ass Macklemore nigga. Nigga finna pee for like 4 minutes. I'm finna go in on his fuck ass.
He's gonna pee for the length of thrift shop.
Hell yeah. This nigga got them anthropology ass tattoos on. Finna get this nigga real quick.
Anthropology. What a reference.
Nigga tattoos look like them damn Catholic candles. Them
$87 candle.
them long ass, yeah, you get them shits for 50 cents at the Aldi.
Oh, those candles with the paper plates around it so it doesn't get up on your hand?
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about with the little goddamn.
Go to the streets.
I'm gonna get this man. He just looked like a L. His body looked like a. Damn, that was fast. That was way faster than I thought. Don't be.
He was going in.
What? Oh, fuck.
Go back. It was going
Want me to listen to it?
That was good.
It's so cool that I get to find out when I go home and edit it. It's like a little Easter egg for me.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
edit these?
Well, barely, but
Yeah,
try to
there's
watch
not
'em.
much as you have to do.
If I'm there the whole time, then I just remember in my head if there's stuff I have to take out, like people naming
Oh,
off their
yeah,
drug
we-
dealer. Or,
We should do roasts on here with Bootymath as like the roast master. Because I feel like
No
his,
one would want to come here.
his
But
metaphors are
it should be
nice.
someone that he really
Like
genuinely
that picture
hates.
he put up of you on Twitter with your towel on, and he had everyone kind of join in. I was dying.
Is he the one who makes you get naked in public, or how?
Wait,
does
why
this
were you
work?
wearing a towel?
That was his ass.
We were at a pool.
Oh, okay.
That's
such
what
a
people
common
don't
sense
know. The context,
explanation.
he was just as naked as I was, probably.
Normally, you wear your swim trunks out and you put your towel over your shoulders, so you look like a guy. But you were wearing it like you just got out of the shower.
We just got out of the pool.
Right.
But you had it wrapped around your waist, like kind of up high, like you were out of the shower. Was the problem?
Nah, he knew I was finna beat his ass for doing that.
But
I literally took out the condiments for that picture.
that moment when I get out of the shower and I wrap the towel around my waist is the moment out of the day where I feel the most feminine. I feel like I'm wearing a dress very briefly.
Me, it's when I douche with the summer's eve later. I like wrapping a towel. You know, if you wrap a towel and then wrap a towel around your head, you'll feel,
Oh, God.
You'll feel fancy as
You feel
fuck.
like a real bitch
Like
then.
my
Four
mom in
Seasons.
1987. Yeah,
Call
I
some
feel like
room service.
the last time I seen that look, that's how you make yourself feel like a bitch. You
That
take
always
the
gets a
towel
good
and
laugh,
you wrap
though.
it around under your armpit, so it just
Oh, that
barely
gets a good
your
laugh.
penis head is dangling below the fucking towel, just barely.
That's ideal.
The tip wave.
The tip wave. Yeah, you strike me as the
perfect.
kind of guy that would probably at some point in his life wear like cut off denim shorts with your dick.
I
like hanging
almost
below,
bought cut off denim shorts on
the
my way
pocket below
here.
below the jeans themselves.
On
yeah.
my way here, like the pocket pulled out. You talking about like? Yeah.
You
hell
cut the
yeah.
shorts but let the pocket hang below. That's like if you go to a gay strip club, you're gonna see that look. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, you're pretty sure.
Well, I have no
Have y'all been
actual
to
experience.
Have y'all been to Rage or Tiger Heat?
Those are gay strip clubs, baby. I don't know what are those.
Rage is a gay bar. I mean, I don't know what Rage is or Tiger Heat.
Rage Against the Machine. I had all their albums in '98.
Those are real LA gay bars
Really? I haven't been.
that I went to when I was like 17.
I went to Hamburger Mary's, which is a gay bar in Long Beach, one time.
Hamburger
What's
Mary's is also
Hamburger
on Santa
Mary?
Monica.
And I saw like me and this girl walked in because we were trying to find a bar to go to. We walk in and there's just three huge hairy guys with their shirts off dancing in like a conga line. And it was then that I realized that I had found my home, my people.
That's amazing.
But you guys love beer.
Dude, I fucking love beer.
Can we? What is on your forearm?
A bunch of tattoos, traditional tattoos that my friend Eli Quinners did.
Yeah, I kind of want to ask him questions.
Hit me.
Yeah, can we
Hit
ask
me.
your questions?
Sure, we got like 10, 20 minutes before we got to go.
All right, go, you go
Before
first.
we had to
I'm
go?
gonna crack a beer.
Yeah, we're probably going to go to the show in like 10, 15 minutes.
Here.
Oh, I got a quick story.
Okay.
Okay.
This is like a horrible story.
Wow.
Just to
You're
preface
getting
it.
me hyped up here, yeah.
Like this is like my worst nightmare came true last night. So we work a little bit with like 300 Entertainment, and they have Young Thug, the rapper. So I hit him up. I said, "Hey,
The rapper?
I'm trying to go to the
Best
show."
rapper alive.
The artist,
The rapper.
Best
Not
rapper
the
alive.
congressman? Okay.
The
He's the
artist,
best
the
rapper
artist.
alive.
the number one best living or dead alive
Person.
So of course I'm gonna go to the show. So I hit him up and like, can I get a couple tickets? My guy over there is like, we got you. You're good. All right. That was a week ago. Day of show, I go, hey man, thank you so much for hooking it up, as a way to remind him to put me on the list.
Wow, that's good.
I don't
Yeah.
ask
Gotta
for
do
a
that.
day of show contact. I just figure, hey, he's like, he goes, oh, did you have fun at the show? And I'm like, no, it's tonight. He's like, oh, you're gonna have so much fun. I'm like, all right. Little nervous.
Yeah.
Whatever. Invite a girl to go with me.
Did you have a +1?
Yeah. So I you always get a +1.
That's the gayest question I've ever.
Did you have a +1?
Yeah, you always. So then they don't give one ticket out. I mean, like, who gives one ticket?
True.
So
Lior. Lior only gives out one ticket.
I go pick her up. Let her know, hey, I have a car. I drive a foreign. It's not a big deal. And then I go to
What foreign is it?
Audi
If
A5
it ain't a foreign, then it's boring.
3.2. No, it's nothing. Getter has an R8. He said
Where's
right
the story
there.
going? What is going
Hold
to
on,
happen
I'm
in this
going.
story? Yeah.
I get her
How
in my
many
car.
cylinders?
How many? Oh, 6. So I get her in my car, then I switch cars. I like park my car at my place because it was like a thing. I grab the Uber Black. I'm like really trying to stunt.
Ooh.
Wow.
The Chevy Tahoe rolls up, right?
Who is
Put her
this
in the
chick?
Uber Black. Don't worry about it. I'm just having fun. I'm having fun with it. It's like the Uber Black. The place is like a half a mile from my house, so the Uber Black ride's like $15. Roll up to the thing, hop out, right in time for Lil Yachty. There's a kid on the phone outside the show on his phone, like, man, you gotta come get me right now, bro. You gotta come out. And I look at the kid, I look at the girl, I'm like, man, we've all been that guy. That sucks. I feel bad for that guy.
And then it was you moments later.
Roll to the will call. Yeah, 2 tickets for robes, man. They're like, nah, don't see it. I'm like, can you double check? Don't see it. All right, go back. They're like, talk to your contact. Go back, email the guy who hooked me up. It's midnight 30 in New York. Dude works a day job. No email back.
So what you're saying is you didn't have a +1.
No,
Or
hold
we're not on the list
Start
at all,
going
yeah.
through all my contacts. Eventually, out of desperation, I guessed Leor Cohen's email address. Email Leor.
What?
Shut
Yeah.
the fuck up.
Email Leor and just kind of explain it to him. I forwarded him the email. Nothing happens. Didn't get me the
Shocker.
show. Next morning though, Leor. This is why you know these.
The next morning, as in today?
Yeah. This is why you know bosses are fucking bosses. 8 a.m. hits me back. Hey man, so sorry, just seeing this. Because those dudes who run companies, like fucking respond to shit. Like they get on shit. Like I know a producer back in 2006 who's like Apple computer, his Mac.
See, I disagree with this. I don't respond to almost any messages that I get
This dude's
at all.
Mac got all fucked up. He guessed Steve Jobs' email address.
Yeah,
and got
Steve
it
Jobs is
right.
kind of famous for that. But
Yeah, and Jobs hooked him up.
Don't you think Leo Cohen probably has like assistants that are answering his emails as well?
This is even worse. I don't know what's worse. The tickets were there. They told me the next morning that the tickets were there. The box office fucked up. So I was like,
How'd your girl feel about you getting turned down in this situation?
she was cool as hell about it.
Yeah,
It's a good way to
in person, what
test a
happened?
girl. It's a good way to test a girl. I mean, not that you want to do it, but she was like really cool. We went to the bar next door. We had a few drinks. We laughed about it. We're gonna go see the show again when they come back through. But I was just like, I hated it, man.
That's
I'm never
terrible.
gonna do that shit again. I'm getting a day of show contact with a cell phone number because that fucking shit is so humiliating. It's like, I got us. Look at us rolling up. We're all cool.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah.
At least you got a ride home in the Audi.
Yeah, shit. I guess so.
What
No,
color
the
is
Uber.
it?
That's black on black.
You sent her home in an Uber?
No, I
No, they
drove
took
her
an
home.
Uber. I thought you guys took an Uber.
After the show, we walked back to my house. I drove her home.
Oh, it was that close. Jesus.
It was that close.
Crazy.
You better than me. I would have boxed her ears and then left.
Just attack her in the parking lot. I know this had nothing to do with you.
Disorient you. All right. Bye, bitch.
Nothing happened.
What else do we need to talk about before we wrap this up?
They wanted to ask you some questions.
Oh yeah, what you got? I feel like your little Audi story kind of covered up with that. Yeah, I forgot about that.
What's your favorite tattoo that you have?
Oh, yeah.
Does that
And-
say based?
Yeah, what
on your
is it?
I
finger?
don't really know.
All right, whoa.
Think
I
about
need to
my
add a
tattoos.
caveat. To, what's your favorite tattoo, and how close to fecal matter has it come?
How much fecal matter?
Has the girl ever shit on you
Any
for real?
amount.
No, I've never done any kind of water sports or poop.
Do you
stuff.
guys eat ass?
That is an important question. Thank you for asking that. Yes.
That's important, but you should know. I come on.
Yeah,
You should know.
yeah.
Alex?
What were you saying?
Do you eat ass?
You better know.
No,
you
what
better
were you saying
fucking
about the
know
answer
I'm
to your
eating
question?
that. I'm eating that poo
Do you
poo.
get your ass eaten?
No,
Bootymath.
I'm not into that. Not really. Kind of. No, but you better know I'm eating that doo doo.
It's so
The
bad.
booty
because-
math is a one-sided
But
Do you
equation.
like it?
he's
to be
got
a
a
little
girl, so if he says anything about the ass eating thing, then it's like an indictment of her. So he can't really.
I like her ass is well eaten.
If you're dating her, I'm willing to believe that that she's probably valid.
Yeah, you
for
put booty in your
ass eating
username,
stuff,
you
yeah.
gotta eat ass.
I trust your taste. I don't know why. I don't know
man.
if she is, but I trust you.
I'm so horny all the time, man. Like
You love to fuck.
I love to fuck, dude.
How many
It's-
times do you
That
ejaculate
dude's
on a
sexy.
day on average?
Okay, so here it's been weird because it's like a lot of places that I can't be jacking off because I'm like,
It's rough, yeah. And it's just
Moving
not really on
around
your
a lot.
mind. Like I'm in the shower.
it's
you
not
just-
on my mind.
yeah.
It's not on my mind really because I'm trying to get shit done.
Then all of a sudden, like 3 days goes by, and you're like, "Holy
And you
shit!"
realize like
you're-
I'm roped up.
You-
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's
I
rope in my
realized
system,
like
yeah.
this nut.
Say
This
what?
this is a fat
rope
one.
in my
Roped
system.
up. Like
Yeah,
You're roped up.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know that feeling when you're like, man, I might really fight somebody today because
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
mad cum stored
Well,
inside
when
my body. Yeah.
I'm saying roped up because I'm like it's like heavy like ropes like coming
Yeah.
out just
Oh,
like
yeah,
big rope.
fat like
Each one's shorter than the last.
Oh,
but
Designer ad lib.
Machine gun?
A lot.
yeah, they're
Designer
making
ad lib.
machine gun noises.
that's what that is. It's rope. It's not the. It's not the
21
money
Savage
counter.
ad libs coming out my dick.
21. It's 21 ropes.
Yeah, 21
I
ropes
think I've
coming
done
out.
21 ropes. Yeah, I'm gonna still
Yeah,
do that,
yeah.
You sent me a picture there.
But on average,
lot of ropes.
three EJs.
21 ropes average.
Three EJs.
Three.
Yeah. That's the minimum. If I'm like at home and there's nothing going on, I'm finna beat my meat.
You'll beat off.
I'm beating my meat.
Do you think it's
all-
gay?
Have
to
you
beat
heard
off,
that
or
song?
is it-
No, what? Huh?
It's a gay to beat off.
I
Hell
don't
no.
even look at my own dick. It's
No, I be staring at my
real.
shit.
Look at the
Straight.
cat stretching out.
I be staring at my shit.
I be staring at my shit. Yeah, I've never had that feeling. I love looking at my own.
Do you
dick.
like sex or head better?
What's that?
Sex or getting head?
I could never decide between that. That would be like
Wow.
deciding between like my mom and like my. I'm sorry to put my mom into this.
Yeah, that's weird.
That
no,
was
but like
really
your mom
weird.
and someone else you
My
love a
mom.
lot. Yeah.
My,
Someone else I
Mom,
love.
your favorite aunt.
yeah, sure, yeah. Let's just say my
That's like an
mom
easy
and
decision.
just my mom and my mom again. I could never choose between like my two cloned moms. I can never
Alex,
do that.
are you freaky with girls?
Look at
Alex
the cat.
turns down pussy like I have
he's so
never
tall.
seen before. It's crazy.
Why?
Tall dudes get ass thrown at them.
This
You
true.
guys-
Yeah, we all know. Wait, why do you turn down so much buns?
Because I be having a girlfriend.
Oh, you both have girlfriends. I didn't know that. Okay.
I mean, like, is she like?
I be having a girlfriend.
be
I
having
be
one.
having girlfriends
Right.
most of the time.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever called a girl an eater in real life? Like seriously?
My girl's name is Ramon, by the way. I'm just gonna put that out there. We've
in
been
rap
talking.
songs,
We've
they
been talking about girlfriends for a
They
while.
call girls eaters in rap songs, and I've always like aspired to just kind of casually use that in a sentence, but I've never done it.
Yeah, that's a very drill term.
Eater.
Yeah.
Yachty's
She
saying
a
it now,
eater.
too. Yeah,
She
she a
a-
eater.
she
She
a
a eater.
eater.
She a
Yeah,
eater.
no, I
Like
really,
Derek
I
Jeter.
actually really like that term.
Right.
I haven't used it,
Well,
but I
it's
could
problematic
imagine.
to shit on a girl for eating cum.
Yeah,
That's gross.
Yeah, that's
I
weird.
didn't know
Let 'em
that.
live.
Is that what it means?
I didn't know that's what
Yeah.
that meant.
Yeah, that's an eater. But like,
I don't
why
eat it.
would
She
you
eats
say
dick,
that?
she's
Like,
cum. You don't need to say that.
you you're gonna dog her if she doesn't do it, and if she does do it, then she's a fucking eater. Like, come on, man. Like, what?
I don't need a girl to swallow. I just need a girl to like transport. Like, just don't
Get it away
I'm
from me.
gonna 2020 the rest of 2016. I'm making up the most positive like not slurs, but just names
I would love
for
to
names for
reclaim
girls who do
Reclaim
like
eater,
good
yo.
shit.
Yeah.
Stop eater
You
shaming.
know what I'm saying? Like
Very
eater,
feminist shit.
like come on, man.
I feel like
you are-
the eater shaming doesn't even exist. I feel
No.
like eater
No.
sort of is not even.
I'm
feel
gonna
like-
call her like a bucket angel.
Yeah.
This podcast is all about eliminating the slut shaming
Yeah, yeah.
stigma and
You eat
making
my
girls
cum.
feel like it's okay to do
She
whatever
eat
they
my
want.
cum. She a bucket angel.
She a bucket angel.
Yeah.
Like she's an angel, but she might as well have as much cum inside of her as a bucket.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a logo for her too. It's like an angel with a bucket full of milk.
Eater is not derogatory.
No, we're reclaiming it right now.
Nah, man, come on.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm
I
just
like
finna
bucket
change
angel.
the
I'm gonna
thing.
go with
Hey,
that.
Damn.
I think we got to wrap this up. What should we talk
Yeah,
about before we?
You guys do your plugs and everything, right?
Yeah, what's the
I
plug?
have zero fucking plugs.
At
Follow
Bootymath.
Bootymath.
We have a
Follow
show
us.
coming out.
Follow me. There's a
Show coming out
show.
in 2 days.
No, we have our own show coming out. It's gonna shit on No
Wow, I
Jumper.
always got a
Podcast,
No, it's not a podcast,
interview
it?
series.
but it'll be a video.
Are you guys going to
series.
interview Vince Staples while you're out here?
Well, that's actually what that is gonna be for if it happens, but it might not happen. But
We'll
yeah,
see.
My advice: just force yourself into a routine. That's the most important thing.
You don't
Yeah.
gotta shit on No Jumper. You can just like collab with us and
Yeah,
build with
no,
us.
it's
that's
definitely
fine,
gonna
yeah.
be a huge collab. We're gonna shit on you.
People really think that like I should be mad at every podcast that interviews every other underground rapper on earth.
You
I'm
should just be
not.
mad, period.
I'm just mad as fuck. Yeah, that's why I look this way.
Why do you
Just looking at you, I'm like,
mad as hell?
looking at you, when I met you, I was like, he is about to be just angry as fuck this
Yeah.
entire time.
Nah, I'm just jaded.
So you fucking fuck. Like,
People tell me I look like Hitler a bunch, and I'm kind of like, fuck. That's like the last
I
thing
want you to be like the Rush Limbaugh of BMX and hip hop. Like,
Yeah.
I know. Imagine I had like really conservative politics. That'd be tight.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
really good, like hook to bring people in. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
For sure. Who are you voting for?
Bernie Sanders.
I mean, I would vote for Bernie Sanders, but I feel like that's not gonna. It's not gonna matter. Hillary's our only way out of this Trump thing. Yo, he still isn't peed.
All right.
I'm doing this for the.
It's 9/11. Rest in peace to all the
All
fallen
right,
soldiers.
final questions. Most important question.
Okay. You want it?
Thoughts on 40 ounce van?
He seems like a good guy.
You're lucky your homeboy is in here right now.
He's a vibe, dude.
He's a vibe.
He's definitely. I don't know if we're on the same wave, but we're definitely vibing.
Right. Building.
I'm definitely. I see the vibe.
Do you see like when the horchata got a big booty?
I love horchata. The thing is that everything that 40 ounce van talks about, I love it.
Triple cheese mac and cheese. It's amazing.
That's why he gets so many retweets.
I
'cause
love
he's the
every.
king of
I
relatability.
I
yeah.
really do love horchata. So you know,
And big booties. I'm
well,
sure.
what
you-
about flying
everyone
around?
loves that.
One-way tickets.
Flying around. That's
see that?
What I do is I go from place to place. I go here and then I'm there. You know.
Yeah.
40 ounce
So-
van deleted that tweet for the record.
That was amazing.
What tweet?
He tweeted,
He said
buy her a one-way flight so that she knows that if she ain't fucking, then she got to find her own way home. And I seen
Oh,
a
yeah.
bunch of girls getting really pissed about it, and then it was
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, shout out to deleting tweets that are basically about forceful sexual activity.
I saw it, and I'm like, I get what you're going for. I know you think this is funny, but this is probably not the way.
Yeah, this is not the way.
You don't
40.
want to. You don't want to seem like you're advocating rape. You know.
Yeah, that is definitely like too. That's rape.
Yeah.
Actually,
it's a little.
can't do that.
It's a little touchy.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to give us some last minute thoughts on 40 ounce van before we wrap this up? Who gave me a great interview, and I thought he was a nice guy.
You thought he was what?
He was a nice guy. Thoughts on 40 ounce van? You clown on him on Twitter. What do you think?
Who do you want to talk shit on right now? There's
Yeah,
like,
if it's not him,
you know how
if
you
it's
do
someone
shout
else.
outs? Do like reverse
The
of
absolute
shout-outs.
opposite.
Oh,
Fuck.
shout out Keith Charles.
No, but
Let me just
say
say
fuck
that
Keith
really-
Charles Spacebar. Nah, 40 ounce van, man, that shit just weird to me.
The horchata and the flyouts.
We love horchata.
Okay.
It's
Let
just
me just say
weird.
that
I
one
feel
more
like there's
time.
somebody there curating his shit and like,
Dude,
like
it's not a conspiracy, dude.
I know it's not a
it's
conspiracy.
not a
I'm
bunch
just
of
saying it's
people
weird
like,
and
what's the
like
next
40
40
ounce
ounce
van is not a
tweet?
real person. He has many different people. Yeah.
It's
That
40
shit-
people.
Oh, man.
I don't know. He walked in here, took a picture of the sign, put it up. I saw him do his own tweet.
No, when I actually did the interview with him and hung out with him, I
watched him do
was
his
like,
own tweet.
I get 40-ounce van.
You just
a little
dropped
bit more
that
now.
hella knowledge on me, right? I was like, fuck, damn, this nigga made his own tweet right here and took a picture?
He did it.
He cooked that
All
shit
true.
up.
This nigga.
Shit.
Oh.
He gets turned up when you put your face near his face. Like he doesn't have claws, so you don't have to be scared. But he is probably gonna punch this angle right here.
this cat
Put your face right near his face. He's gonna smack the shit out of
What
you.
is his name?
Tony the cat. At I am Tony Cat on
Breathe on
Instagram.
his face.
20,000 followers
What?
on
20,000
Instagram
now?
Yeah,
Who's got 20,000?
that cat.
Your fucking cat has
I've had it-
20,000?
I've had the Instagram for 5 years.
I just broke 2K.
I watched him do his own tweet.
Finna blow my fucking brains out.
He does all his own posts.
This cat is off the Zans. Look at him.
Yeah, seriously. He's,
No
off,
doubt
the,
about
he's off
it.
the life Zan. I love it.
But we've already referenced him as like a shining example of like how all people should want to exist in American society. So,
Yeah, but that shit will never happen.
all right, I'm gonna end this podcast and we're gonna call Uber and we're gonna go to this Tokyo show.
Let's go, man. I'm,
Let's
I'm
go.
already fucked up. I'm
We're
ready to
out
go
of
down.
beer.
Yeah, let's go.
Shout out to all the people out there who actually watch this.
40-ounce van, quit blocking people. Just stop blocking people.
Are you blocked?
Hell yeah, I'm blocked.
Wow, there's no chance of a reunion then. That
No,
sucks.
no, man. I have 0 people blocked. Like, just stop doing that.
I have many people blocked, but
have
now
no
that you
blocked.
say it like that, it's kind of making me ashamed. This
Shout-
has been.
Shout out every white Mike.
Shout out to every white person watching this as well as every other race.
Every
your name
white
is-
Mike.
If your
Every
name's
white
Mike and you're
Michael.
white, leave a comment.
Fuck William Mize.
Yo, shout out Rope Gang.
Shout out Rope Gang.
Shout out the Rope Pope. Shout out Lil Rope. Shout out Young Rope. Shout out Big
Booty
Rope.
Rope.
Fuck,
I'm 21 Rope Savage.
21 Savage Ropey.
Rope Gang.
fuck rape. And
Don't do it.
Don't rape.
Stop
And
doing
quit
it.
fucking niggas in the butt
Stop
in
it.
jail.
Stop
Unless
it.
they want you to.
Tie your booty hole together with a.
I have to pee so bad. Why did you? That was sad.